So, welcome everybody. I hope you all are very good. So, our today's problem is valid Sudoku. We're going to discuss this problem today. So, what we have given in this problem is here we have to find whether the Sudoku given to us is valid or not. Now, in this question, in the form of vector, we have given a character type of board, that is a Sudoku. Okay, and it's a 9 cross 9 Sudoku, and it is valid. The Sudoku will be valid if and only if each row must contains the digits 1 to 9 without repetition. Means the repetition is not allowed, as it is normal. If you have ever played Sudoku and ever solved Sudoku in your life, so you would probably know that thing, that in Sudoku we have 9 cross 9 cells, like as it is shown in this example, and we can see there are some numbers entered in this Sudoku. So we have to fill all the cells uh, in such a fashion that no number should be repeated in that particular row and in that particular column, not in the row as well as not in the column, as well as not in the particular block. As we can see, there are 9 blocks here. So Sudoku is always filled in this manner, and we have to check whether these three conditions, one is each row must contains all the digits without repetition. Okay, there's no repetition allowed. Second condition is every column should digits without repetition again, and also in those 3 cross 3 sub boxes, these 3 cross 3 sub boxes also should not contain any number twice. Means no duplication is allowed in these boxes as well. So these three conditions we need to check, and we will figure out how we gonna solve these things. Okay, now there's a note also. A Sudoku board could be valid but is not necessarily solvable. Only the filled cell needs to be validated according to the mentioned rules. So this is just giving us a common thing, a common idea, that the Sudoku can be valid but it's not necessarily be solvable. Means they are not asking us to solve the Sudoku, but they are just asking whether the Sudoku given to us is valid or not. Now the thing is, how they will give us this thing. How they can't provide this Sudoku in this fashion. They have to give us in a in some using some data structure, right? So here they will use vector of vector and in the character form. So the numbers they will enter in the character form like this: 5, 3, and the empty cells they will provide us with a dot. So in the case of empty cells, there will be a dot present there. So in this manner, vector of vector of characters form, they will provide us the input, and we have to return the output as a boolean value. Either it can be true or it can be false according to the conditions we will apply it on it. Okay, so let's go to check. First of all, this is the input they have given to us. This is the first input, this one. Now we will just check out a quick checking we will do to check whether the Sudoku is valid or not. Okay, so here we have the input. We can see 5 number. Okay, we will now check the 5 number in this particular row and in this particular column as well as in this particular cell. So we will just check it quickly. Okay, so we can see here's 5. There's no 5 in this particular row. We can see in the first row there's no particular 5. There's no 5 again. So it has satisfied the first condition. Now we'll check whether there is a 5 in the first column or not. So there is no 5. As we can see, this is 6, 8, 4 and 7, but there is no 5 in this particular column as well. So second condition is also satisfied. Now we will check the final condition, that is whether the 5 is present in the particular box or not. So this particular box is, this one is the first box. In this we will check out is there any other 5 also present in this particular box or not. So we can see clearly see that there is no 5 other than this one. So it has this 5 has satisfied all the conditions. Similarly, we will check these 3 conditions for every cell, but we will not check for the dot conditions. Okay, we will check only for those cells which contains number in it. So these are the cells. See, okay, so its output is true, means there is no no number present in these cells which do not satisfy those 3 conditions which I have already mentioned. Okay, now we will check in this example too. Here what is the problem? We can see here the first one is 8. Now we will check whether it satisfied all 3 conditions or not. What was the first condition? First condition was to check whether 8 number is present in this first row or not. So we can see there is no 8 other than this one. So it has satisfied the first condition. Now we will check the second condition, that is whether there is 8 present in the first column or not. So we will check out this column now. This column we will check. So we can see here the 8 comes again. So we can clearly see that violated the condition. Okay. So as soon as it violates the condition, we will simply return false. Why? Because it is not a valid Sudoku. Okay. I hope the explanation is clear to you, that what is a valid Sudoku and what is not. But we can easily see this. We can easily observe this thing, that in this case, in the first example, there was no such number present which do not satisfy those 3 conditions which I have already mentioned. First condition was the no number should be repeated twice in the particular row, in the particular column, as well in the particular box. So here is the condition was violated. That's why we return false here. Okay, now we will try to solve this problem by basic intuition. What will be the basic intuition we will get here? How we can solve this thing? The first thought which comes in our very basic mind is by using 3 loops. Okay, by using 3 loops we can check it out and we can easily solve it. So by using 3 loops we can see one loop is for no rows with duplicate values, second one is for no columns with duplicate values, and third one is for the box condition. Like we will check 3 times, basically 3 times we will check. First time we will check the number is present in the particular row or not. If it is present, return false. The second time we will check it is if the number we are talking about is present in the column or not. So if it is present, return false. And third time we will check for the box. Means it can be possible that suppose this 8 is here 0, you have or we can say 1. Okay, so now it is satisfying 2 conditions. 8 here is no there is no 8 present in the particular row, first row. There is no 8 present in the first column, but we can see here 8 is present here, and we can also see 8 is present also here. So we can easily say that the third condition is violated here, and in this case also we have to return false. So it's still invalid, it's still not valid. The Sudoku is not valid here. Okay, so the basic intuition was to check all the 3 conditions in other the loops. So that will definitely increase the complexity which was not required by us. We have to give a efficient solution. So let's see what can be the idea behind this thing. Okay, now let's understand this thing also. Now if you want to check out the particular number in the row, we can simply check it out by using by using I. Okay, and by using J we can simply check it out for column. But in case of box, how can we check this condition? So the condition for the box to valid or not is this one. We will calculate whether the same box was present or not before. So by using this formula, row by 3 into 3 plus column by 3, we will see it later how we use this formula. Okay, you can also check it out for this condition. Let's check it out first. Okay, now for this 9, we can see here 9. For this 9, we will apply this formula and we will check out whether the box number is 4 or not by calculating this by using this formula. Okay, by using this formula. So for 9, what is the row number? For 9, the row number is 4. We can see for 9, the row number is 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We can say 0, 1, 2, 3 also by using array indexing. So we can say row equals to here row equals to 3. Okay, and what is column? Column number we can say 0, 1, 2, 3. Again 3 is the column number, so we can say column number is 3. Now we will calculate box. Okay, by using this formula we will calculate box value. So the box value will be row by 3, that is 3 by 3, 1 into 3 plus column by 3. Column is 3. 3 by 3 is again 1. So what will be box number? It will be 4. Okay, we can see here it will be 4. So yeah, it's the formula is right. So we can see it's 4. Okay, now we'll check out how we will code this thing. This all thing how we'll code. So here we will use hash set, or you can say vector set. Why we are using set? The very simple answer is because set doesn't contain duplicate entries, so we can avoid duplicate entries. If in any case duplicate entry is targeting us, so we will just return false. So in this code I will shortly explain you this code. So the code is, now first of all we have declared vector set character of row, of column, and of box. Reason behind these things is we are declaring row different sets for different reasons. Like for checking the first condition we have declared row, for checking the second condition we have declared column set, for checking the third condition we have declared box set, this one. Okay, now we will use two for loops. Why we have used these two for loops? Uh, for targeting every single matrix element. We can say this is the matrix, right? 3 cross 3 matrix, or you can say no 9 cross 9 matrix. So we'll just use two loops here, and then we'll apply the very important condition here is that board of I of and j is not equals to dot, because we are not interested in those cells which contains dot. We are interested in only those cells that contain any character, any valid character. Okay, so that for that character we will check out whether it is already present in the row set or in the column set or in the box set. So we just use that concept here. So if the board of ij doesn't contain dot, we will just store that character in C, and then we'll apply a very important condition here, that is if not of row j dot insert C dot second. What it actually tells us, it basically tells us that not of row, simply understand this thing, not of row j, we are just checking row j dot insert C, means we are checking the character we are trying to input that thing in the second portion. So if the row j dot insert C dot second is false, it will become true. So if any of this condition become true, means the element is already present. Okay, if this condition become true, this means that the character we are trying to input is already present in the set, in the row set, or in this case we are checking for column set if it is present, or in this condition we are checking it is present already in the box set. So in any case, if the character is already present, that signifies that that the Sudoku is invalid. And in this case, in any of this case, if any of the case satisfied, we will return false. Otherwise it will run for the whole loop and it will never come inside this condition if the valid Sudoku is present, and it will return true. So we'll just simply uh, submit it and fastly check it out whether it's true or not, whether the solution is valid or not. Yeah, it runs for all the cases in a very limited time, 21 milliseconds. Okay, now we can finish the video. Thank you so much and stay tuned for the next videos. Thank you.